with another filming setup update. So a few things have changed since the last time I did this video. So definitely go ahead and check that one out if you haven't already. That video I was talking about mainly upgrading the lighting in my room, which definitely still using all of that, using my ring light at the moment. So definitely check that out if you haven't already. But a few things have changed. So one of those things is that I got a microphone. At that time I had no mic. I was having to like record audio on my laptop and video on my phone and then sync it later, and it just made editing take way longer. So now I have a mic. I'm able to record everything directly from my phone, which is really, really nice. Generally better quality. So I'm not going to talk too much about that because I have been using this mic for at least the past month or so. Like I think most of my, at least the last few of my December videos are using the new mic, and then everything that came out in January, of course. So it's already been used. So, if you guys have watched my old videos and now you're seeing my new videos, you may have noticed a difference in quality. If not, that's cool too. So the second thing that has changed is that I got a new phone. So prior to now, I was using my iPhone, which at that time was an iPhone 8. And that phone is 3 years old. I didn't have too much storage. The camera wasn't the best. And that was the main reason why I really needed to upgrade the lighting in my room. And even after I upgraded it, it still wasn't great. So I did not like to film at nighttime at all. Like I would actively avoid filming at nighttime. I would have to get up on the weekends and be like scrambling to get done everything I needed to get done so that I could film during the day. And it was annoying. And then additionally to that, I didn't have that much storage on my phone because I had the basic iPhone, because when I bought it, I wasn't doing YouTube. So I'm like, oh, I don't need any more storage. I'm good. I, had 3 years worth of my own stuff on there. So it would get full really, really fast. When I was just doing my covers, it was fine because those videos are short and I was only doing one a week. So not a huge deal to have like 1 5-minute video. But once I started doing more frequent videos and like longer videos, it was not the business. So I would have to film a video and then like immediately airdrop it to my computer, delete it from the phone, delete it from the recently deleted, and then do the next video and then do this all again. And like, it's just very frustrating. So I have way more storage now. I have a way better camera now. I forgot to mention that the new phone that I have is an iPhone 12 Pro. So just be mindful of that as we go along with the video. I am going to go ahead and show you guys some comparison clips like with the old phone versus the new phone. So I took videos in pretty much 3 settings. So one, which is pretty much like now where it's basically kind of overcast outside, but I have my light on in my room. I'm using my ring light. So I did that with both phones. Then the second scenario was when it's kind of light outside, but still kind of overcast, but no light. So I turned off the light in my room, turned off the ring light because I just wanted to see how the phone would do. And then I also did when it was completely dark outside, but of course with the lights on. So I'm going to go ahead and show the clips now. So this is the first one. So this is when it was dark outside. This is my old phone. It's dark outside. My lights are on in my room, which it's decent, right? I showed you guys pretty much this type of setup in my last video. It's decent, but it's still very shadowy. Now this is that same setup with my new phone. Like this looks so much better. I look very well lit. It almost looks like it's daytime. Like you can barely tell the difference. So given this, like I really don't feel that pressed to film in the daytime anymore. Like in one of my recent videos, the Kirk Franklin cover that I did where I was doing all 3 parts in the harmony, which definitely check that out if you have not already. I did like the first one when it was light outside. Maybe the first 2, I don't quite know. But at least one of those videos was filmed after it was completely dark and you really cannot tell the difference. Like it looks great. The quality is great. So yeah, I'm really happy with this purchase. Definitely makes my life a lot easier. So then I was like, okay, but what if it's, kind of light outside, but no lights? Now, of course, this was an overcast day, so it wasn't like bright outside. And like, look how dark I look, so shadowy. It's really not great at all. This is with my new phone. And like, y'all, when I saw this, like I was shook because I was like, wait a minute, my lights are supposed to be off. How is this video so good with my lights off? Like, what? The only way that I was able to convince myself that my lights were actually off in this video was because the original clip was much longer and I had started recording while the lights were still on. And so you could see me in the video go back and turn the lights off and then come back. So that's literally the only way that I was like, okay, the lights actually are off, because I could see myself in the video turning them off. It's crazy. I'm like blown away. And then of course, this is basically my normal setup. So this was how I would typically film before. My old phone, it was some light outside, I had my lights on, everything like that. And even this doesn't look as good as what we just saw. And of course, this is the new phone, like same setup, which low key, I can barely even tell the difference between the lights being on versus the lights being off, because the phone is just that good. Like, it's insane. So I did want to point out one thing. So I think the reason why I'm really able to get this good of footage with the lights off is because I'm using my rear camera, and I have 3 cameras now and a whole bunch of extra sensors and things that I did not have before. So that's really making like a huge difference in the video quality. And the way that I kind of still use my rear camera, because obviously you can't see yourself when you're using your rear camera, and you don't want to be in a situation where you're out of frame and like all that stuff. So I'm using this app, and the app basically allows you to mirror your screen to another device. So I typically mirror it to my iPad, but I think you can mirror it to a computer as well. So it uses the same technology as like AirPlay. I'm not sure how this would work on an Android device because I don't have any Android devices, but I assume that either the same app or some other similar app should exist for Android as well. And so basically what I do is I mirror my phone to my iPad, and then I look at my iPad to see if I'm in frame or not. I don't look at it the entire time that I'm filming because I don't really feel like I need to. And if it's there, I'll get distracted and keep looking at myself as opposed to looking at the camera, which I don't want to do. So, but I tried to screen record me like doing the mirroring, but it wasn't allowing me to both mirror and screen record at the same time. So I did take some screenshots. So let me show you guys the setup. So this is what the app kind of looks like on the phone. So you can see it's called ApowerMirror. It has these like little triangles or whatever. And so when I first opened the app, before I open it on my iPad, this is what it looks like. It's telling me there's no devices found. So it's going to look for other devices that are on the same Wi-Fi network that are also have the app open. So then after I open the app on my iPad, you can see that the ApowerSoft Tiffany's iPad shows up. And then once I click that, it basically gives me the option to start broadcast. And so then I start the broadcast, and this is kind of what it looks like. So I can just click disconnect to end the broadcast. So that's typically what I do. That's how I make sure that I'm in frame and using my rear camera. And I think that is all that I wanted to share with you guys today. So if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with all your friends. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.